Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then we go over here. What? All right. Sorry, y'all. This kind of scared me a little bit. Like, just. Waiting for some people. Waiting for a few of y'all to jump in. Okay, listen. So, hi, everybody. I am live on Twitch here and YouTube over here, right? I mean, bro, this is gonna be really hard because I'm like looking here and I'm looking there, but this ain't the first time going live on Twitch. Like I've done that, but this is probably my second time going live on YouTube. So I figured, oh, Jesus, why you send it, bro? Why would you send me that? That scares me. Like it's so huge. I would show y'all what this man done sent me, but it's like it's so double big. But this is gonna be a long live at all. It's not gonna be too long. I just want to come on here and just talk about a few things. Normally I don't do like politics stuff like that. Hold up. Woo! Oh, that's so much better. Oh my gosh. So okay. Normally I don't do politics because I try to keep things light and fun and all that. Because it's a lot going on in this world, but there are a few things that I want to talk about. Um, so I'm coming to you all as three things. Three things, right? I'm coming to you all. First of all, let me pull that down. Let me go over here to what's the name? I don't know why, but that shit scared me. Um, bro, that man sent me a straight face like, oh my god. Um, I'm coming to y'all as three things. One, I'm coming to y'all as a female, coming to y'all as a black female, and I'm coming to y'all as a black bisexual female. Okay? So those are the three things that I'm coming to you guys as. And, you know, that way hopefully y'all get a better understanding of where I'm coming from and why I'm coming to you all as this. And so y'all know. But I saw something today. Was it today or yesterday? One of these days. I saw something today where, if y'all ever heard a show called The Real, right? And basically, it's like a millennial version of The View. I've never watched the Real a day in my life because I'm not really one to watch daytime talk shows anyway. Not even Oprah. Never even tuned in for Oprah. Never even Oprah. But I do know about the show called The Real. And you got five women. You got what is it, Jitty Mai? That's how you say your name. You got uh old girl from Chitty Girls. That's where I know her from. You got home sis. What's her name? Tamara Mowry. You got her. Is it Tamara? Yeah, Tamara. Lonnie Love. And I feel like I'm missing somebody else. I really do feel like I'm missing somebody else. But you got these women, and Tamar, she used to be on there, but that's neither here nor there. But I saw a clip, and this is when she was on the show. And basically, they were all on there, and they were talking about women equality, because that's the one thing they always talk about. But they talked about, does it bother you that a man calls you crazy, right? Does it bother you? And I sat here and I thought about it. right? I'm like, does it bother me if a man called me crazy? And personally, I wouldn't sit here and say, well, as a woman, okay, it bothers me that a man would call me crazy. Because if anything, it will bother me if anybody would call me crazy, you know? But in that same breath, they also were saying, because they were saying that they're crazy. However, it's not their fault that they're crazy. They're crazy because a man made them that way. Like one of them told a story. First of all, y'all, there's so much going on my desk. Like, no, no commercials, not the commercials, no. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can't hear the music, but there's we got lo-fi beats over here playing, so we can like set the mood. But whatever. So but they basically said that they're not crazy. The only reason for them to be crazy is because a man made them that way. And one of the girls told a story where their friend basically was trying to get into their house, but she couldn't. So she went through the air conditioner, bust in, and found her man and some girls sleeping in the bed together. And I'm sitting here like, I'm just, I'm leading up to it. I'm leading up to it. Then they talked. There was another video where they talked about prenups, right? And in Tamar's mind, she was like, "I'm never, I never got a prenup because, we're never getting a divorce and blah blah blah." Well, sure enough, she ended up getting a divorce, right? Um, but they were all in agreement because in that same video they talked about at the time when Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey were still together and they were getting a divorce, and Mariah had a prenup, or is it Nick? Mariah had Nick sign a prenup, and it was all about, well, yeah, you got to protect you got to protect yourself and blah 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 and da da da. Well, fast forward to some years later, right? Fast forward, Jenny Mine ended up getting a divorce. She's the one that's making the most money, so she's having to pay like spousal support, and she's sitting there crying, talking about, if I known, you're, yo, my dude got his emotes. I love it. I love that. That is super cute. Oh my gosh. Can I? Oh, I can. I click on it? Oh man, you're supposed to enjoy the emote. Ah, I can use it. Okay. Anyway, so mind you, they were all talking about protect yourself, and then they also talked about because Lonnie Love literally said, if I'm married to like, let's say Steven Spielberg, and we end up getting a divorce, I will still want to be taken care of, right? So with that all being said, when Jeannie Mai got a divorce, she's like I said, she's having to pay spouse support because she's the one that's making the most money. He's used to living, the same, certain life. Now it's, I still want to live that same life, but because he's a man, it's, oh, had I known the man I was marrying, I wouldn't have married him. Had I known that at getting a divorce that he would ask me to take care of him, I wouldn't have married. So, with all of that being said, is feminism feminist, like true feminist, or is it when it's convenient? You know? And I'm not saying all this because I'm anti woman. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just noticing a pattern here. Okay. Like, are we really being feminists here, or are we just doing it when it's convenient? Because sometimes, and I see it, and I feel like as women, we need to have an honest conversation about this, because a lot of times it's when it's convenient. And a lot of times, and the reason why we don't have this conversation, because most women, not all, but most women, when you ask these questions, especially if the question is being asked by a man, they get defensive and be like, "Oh, you're just anti-woman," and when really that question, there's a truth in there. And usually when there's a truth, you start to get defensive, right? We all do it, It's a, normal behavior. We all do it. But I just think that if you want to talk about fairness, you have to be fair. Okay? And it's not even just as women. I feel like as a whole, we have to learn to be fair. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. We're all adults here. We know what's right, know what's wrong. So to sit here and say, as a woman, if I'm married to, I don't know, Elon Musk, okay, and I'm used to having a certain lifestyle, and then we get divorced, and I'm like, well, I'm used to living a certain way. I still think you should take care of me. Now, personally, do I feel that way? In a sense, I get it, but also I feel like it's almost like a contradiction, because it's like, well, why should I, you know, like I want to be taken care of, but I don't know, maybe because maybe it's me. Am I making sense here? So I'm like, why should I take care? you know, but see, with that being said, this is where a lot of women, they marry these men because they want to be kept. Okay. But even being kept, you need to have something set aside. Because if you ever pay attention with all these $1 million relationships, they only stay together for like 10 years, and then they break up, and then you got the wife over your crying, telling myself, well, he's not doing that, blah, blah, blah. Especially when you got kids involved, then it's like that's a whole other ballgame. But my point, what the hell? This is not commercial. No, I don't care. I already have a job. I don't care about Indeed. Oh, sorry, y'all. I have lately. I've had this small addiction to ginger ale. I don't know why. I don't know. You know what it was? Cause was it last week? Last week when I was on my period, you know, I didn't want anything. Cause usually I crave chicken, but I didn't even want that. Like I didn't want chicken. I didn't want nothing. Right. But I was like, I just need like something to satisfy it. And I went and got some ginger ale because and it was, oh, bro, it was hitting. So ever since I've been kind of addicted to ginger ale. I'm gonna be on my strange addiction soon. I'm addicted to ginger ale, and then they're gonna open me up and be like, girl, your kidneys are your kidneys, man. And your bladder. Oh my gosh. But anyway, what was I saying? There was another video that I saw that, pertains to the conversation. Um, I think it was on Jubilee. I'm pretty sure y'all heard of it. But they have this segment where it's called it's not verses, but Well, they'll have like one group versus like another group just to have like a conversation. So I got a bird, man. So one was feminists versus men's rights activists. Now, immediately when you hear the word men's rights activist, immediately you feel like, oh God, what are you here for? What do you have to say? Okay. All you're against women. But surprisingly, because see, I'm that kind of person. I'm that kind of person. I'm open to all opinions as long as that opinion makes sense and it's nothing that's like doing too much belligerent over the top and all that. Ain't a bunch of bullshit, basically. And personally, I don't mind a debate either. I love debates, love debating. Okay. Um, but surprisingly, after watching the video, a lot of most of the men that was on there, they made a lot of sense. Like there was one where they asked the question, do you think women should have the same jobs as men? And of course, women was like, yeah, I mean, as a woman, I feel like if I, want a job, as a man and blah, 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 I should be able to have it. And you're right. If you feel like you are capable of doing that job, then go for it. But the men's argument was there are certain things that men do physically that women can't do physically, right? And I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, you know what? You're right. Just like at work, there are certain things that I can do physically, And then there are certain things I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to call one of the guys out here because I can't, like, I can't do that. Because what was it the other day? It was this crate and it had a bunch of blocks in there. And the lady was like, well, I can't carry it out because it's heavy. And I was like, okay, well, I'll carry it. I lifted that thing. I was like, oh. I said, no, I'll just call somebody up here. And of course, the men in the back, they was being little buttholes and not listening. So physically, I had to carry it, put it in a cart, and push it to the back. But when they said that, I was like, I wasn't, like, oh no, that's not true. Because in a sense, yeah, it is true. There are certain things as women, just like there are certain things that women physically can do. Because I'm not saying that and saying men are capable of anything. No, they're not. There are things as women that we are able to do physically, and there are things that men can't do physically. Like a lot of times as women, and I literally just did it, like, but not every man is capable to pick up a crate full of blocks. Like, no, they're not. Like, there was one, he was like, I'm not picking up, that's heavy, you know? But there are a lot of women like, but you're a man, you should be able to pick that up. No, no, you're not. So I guess in a sense, I feel like there needs to be a conversation between open-minded people. That way we come to like an understanding, because to say I want equality, but then when that equality is like, okay, well, comes up and you don't want to do it because you feel like, well, I'm a woman, I shouldn't have to do this. Like, I shouldn't have to. Then it becomes a contradiction, like where you're really contradicting yourself. Especially when it comes to Jesus Christ. When it comes to domestic violence, immediately when domestic violence most likely is not most likely, but it's mostly women that are in abusive relationships, and you're automatically supposed to side with the woman of, any victim, right? But then let a man be in that situation. Like, for instance, Johnny Depp. Okay, now Johnny Depp, he's had issues in past with, alcohol and all of that. People had labeled him to be this, hard to work with type of person. And then it came out that him and his girlfriend um, had an altercation, right? And so everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, Johnny done beat up his girlfriend and da da da, and this is terrible and all of this." But then it came out that no, it actually was her that was beating on him. So then everybody was just all mum's the word, and I'm like, "But wait a minute. I mean, it wasn't even, it wasn't even a, oh, she did. No, it was video proof. She literally said it. He's like, you punched me, and she's like, yeah, and I do it again. Like, and then everybody was mum's the word, and then it's like, as women, we want men to open up. We want them to be emotional and vulnerable. But when it's time for them to be emotional and vulnerable, here we are. Oh, well, you got to be a man about it. And it's like, no, that don't make sense, you know? So just like one of my coworkers, like he and I, we go at it. Like we go at it. He's like a dog nipping at my heels, and then I'm like a dog nipping at his. Like he throws shit and I throw right back. And one day he said something, and I got bothered by it. He's like, "You're so emotional. You're being a pussy," and da 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 da. And I'm like, "Cause I have feelings. I have emotions, and so do you. Like, if anything, you're the emotional one here. Like, why is it an issue for me to be emotional? It shouldn't." Because in his mind, it's like that's being weak. No, it's not. It's not. Like we want men to be like it's not weak. Like I personally find it attractive when a man cries. Like that's attractive to me, you know, because it's like, ooh, okay, you're showing your feelings, you're showing your emotions, other than anger and frustration and bottled up like a fucking bottle of coke or whatever. Like there's more to you than just one note, you know? So what else? But yeah, I just feel like a lot of women like you can't sit here and ask for equality but then do it when it's convenient. Like that's not right. That's not right at all. Um Another thing that I wanted to talk about, and even though a lot of the memes are kind of funny, um, and I kind of briefly talked about it too. All this Lil Nas X, not even just Little Nas X, like the fact that it bothers people so much to just live your life. The fact that it bothers people so much is mind boggling. It is like to just mind your business that pays you is such a hard thing for people to do. Like, no one is making anybody listen to Lil Nas X. Nobody's like the fact that this man came in here was Old Town Road and everything. I mean, that shit was everywhere. And then it came out that he's gay. Now everybody's like, what? I mean, Old Town Road, little kids was listening. Listen, I used to be a child care assistant when that shit came out. Those little kids were over there singing the hell out of it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then it came out that he's gay. Now it's think about the children. Listen, sometimes parents need to realize it's not up to Lil Nas X to raise your children. It's not up to Rihanna to raise your children. It's not up to Beyonce to raise. It's not up to anybody but you to raise your children. Like, stop talking about, well, think about the children. They ain't got shit. First of all, none of their stuff. Like, I know with me, I know with me, I wouldn't dare sit here and be like, yo, this is for kids, because it's not. Yo, I just said the P word, man. This is not for kids at all. It's not. So the fact that people are so pissed off over this is like, this man is over here, like, y'all sitting here and y'all telling this man he's going to hell. Okay. And so he took it and it was like, okay, well, I'm going to go to hell. So I'm going to make a video about me going to hell. And I'm going to skydive on a stripper pole from P Valley. Okay. And I'm going to do a split. Then I'm going to go over there, lap dance on Satan, and then take his job. Like, and then y'all are sitting here mad. Now, granted, I would understand if I would understand if this video was like he flew up into heaven and he's like twerking on Jesus. Then I'd be like, whoa. I would be like, whoa, buddy. What are we doing? Then I would understand it. But he's not. He's going to hell. He in hell, man. The same place, bro. The same place that y'all put him at, and probably made him Satan's bitch anyway. And y'all mad because that's exactly what he did. Like, so I don't understand what the problem is. What is the issue? And again, no one's making you watch this. Nobody's making you listen to his music. Nobody's making you do that. You don't have to. Listen, R. Kelly, do I listen to his music? Absolutely not. Not going to. Why? Because the man is a rapist. The man is a pedophile. I'm not about to listen to that. No. Kanye West. The man is 2 inches short of an airplane. Do you think I'm about to listen to his music and pay any attention to him? No. Why? Because I don't have to. I am not obligated to listen to his music, and neither are you. You don't have to listen to it. Mind your business. Just turn it off. And fuck your kids while you're at it. Like, fuck them. So, that and Zaya Wade, if I said it right, I think that's her name. It's a child. She is a child. Nobody said that she is going to get her genitals cut tomorrow. No one said that. Nobody said that. So the fact that y'all are sitting here trying to turn this theory that, oh, she's a child, she's going to get her, nobody said that. But the fact that you have this black child with 2 loving parents that love her enough to say, you know what? If this is what you're going to do, we are behind you 1,000%. Because it's not always like that. It's not always like that. But the fact that she has that and y'all are mad at it. Like, y'all gonna sit here and be like, we gotta be there for the kids. Okay, so here's 2 parents who are there for their child and y'all are mad about it? Like, I would rather Zaya to have the support of her family backing her than to find it from somebody else, and then she's turned into something that, is not even supposed to be. Because believe me, and y'all don't even want to look at it, because I see it every single day. Do you know how many trans women are killed every day? Man, do you know how many black trans women that are killed every day? No, you don't. Because nobody cares. No one cares. These women are dying every single day for trying to live their life the way they feel it should be. And they get killed for it. But nobody's talking about it because nobody cares. But here it is, you have a child that's getting raised right and has got so much love behind her and support, especially when you are a child and you know something ain't right. Something is not right. And you're comfortable enough to go to your parents and say, hey, this is what's going on. And they're like, you know what? We're going to get through this together. You don't always get that. You don't always get that. I didn't get that. I'm not trans, no. But I am bisexual. And to tell my mom that, I didn't get that. She didn't put me out or nothing, but what she did do, she's like, oh, it's just a phase. No, no, ain't a phase. Oh, maybe you're just questioning it. No, I'm not questioning. Because even as a little girl, I knew something wasn't right. I'm like, something's different. I know it is. Because why is it I have emotions for men and I also have those same emotions for women? Always knew it. And it wasn't until I got older where I had the word and the understanding for it. Then I was like, oh, okay, that's what that is. And then oh my god, it's not even letting me skip. Anyway, so you don't always get that support. You don't always get that. Of course, now, you know, this is first we getting real real strong lately. Like, man, usually, usually when it comes to like commercial, I skip it. I'm just like, shh. But one thing I hate, because I like watching whenever I'm taking like a bath or something, I like watching YouTube. So imagine me in the bathtub, my phone is way over there on the counter, and there's a 7-minute commercial. I'm like, yo, I just want to get back to what I was watching. But yeah, gotta love those commercials. But yeah, like, um, as far as my mom, like, she knows I'm bisexual. She knows it. She's come to a place where she's not, oh, well, if you're a question, no, I'm not, you know. I said, them hour-long commercials. And then you hit it with this. Bro, you flexing at this point. I see it. I see it. But my sister, on the other hand, there are things we talk about, and there are things I dare not talk about with her, and I am not. It's not that she's against it. Yeah, she against it. It's not like she against it. But she's in that boat of, well, I just don't understand. And then look, there's a thin line between I don't understand and I want to understand, and I don't understand, don't care. I'm just going to continue to be ignorant. There's a thin line. between that. She's in the ignorant crowd, like not trying to, learn it and all that. And I'm like, you gotta, like, you can't sit here and say, oh, I want a drag queen to do my makeup one day, but have an issue with a drag queen. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't. Like, one of my favorite shows, which I'm so behind. I'm so behind. One of my favorite shows is RuPaul's Drag Race. I love it. And good thing that I'm off tomorrow because I got. Y'all ever just want to have a day off, like a complete day off where you're just not doing anything? Man, as soon as I got some wheels, man, it's hey, I need you to go here, I need you to go there, I need you to go everywhere. I'm like, look, I'm cutting it. I'm only going to two places. Visit my mom, and then I gotta return some stuff. But other than that, I'm going home and I'm going to relax. Oh, and then I gotta go. Okay, so I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. Then I'm going to see my mama, and then I'm going to go do whatever else I need to do. I'm coming home. Ain't do nothing else. Don't ask me to do nothing else. So yeah, um, but yeah, like there are things with me and my sister. Like there are things that I talk about with her, and then there are things that I don't. Like one time we had a conversation. We were talking about like trans people, and she said, I just don't understand how. I'm like, bro, the brain can do so much. Like the brain, the fact that you mean to tell me that you can have so many memories in your head all your life, and then next thing you know, your brain's like, whoops, I don't remember none of that. I don't remember none of that. I don't remember who you are. I don't know what this is, and all this up. So you mean to tell me that the brain can, you could be born with a functioning brain, and then all of a sudden, whoop, don't know this, can't speak, can't hear nothing, can't see. So don't you think with all that the brain can do, that it can misgender itself? And a lot of people tend to think that trans people has something to do with sexuality, and it does not. It does not. It has absolutely nothing to do with sexuality. It doesn't. Now, if you are, you can be trans woman and still like women, makes you a lesbian because you're a woman now. You can be trans male and like men, still like men. That makes you gay, right? Or vice versa and all that. But other than that, it has nothing to do with sexuality. Now, I will say this, as annoying as it can be when people have questions, because again, there's a thin line between I don't know and I want to understand it, and then I don't know and I'm just going to continue to be ignorant. There's a thin line between it, and it's easy to cross that line. Very easy. So I get it. The questions are annoying as fuck. However, however, if somebody truly, because bro, read people. You can read people. If somebody truly does not know something and does not understand, and they are in that mindset of, oh, I just did not know, don't get mad at it. Okay? And even I gotta work on it. Because I'm like, oh, brother, here we go. No, you gotta learn to be like, you know what? Let me educate you. Especially, like, and again, I get it. You don't want to have to keep explaining and explaining. But we want change, right? So, oh, uh, see what I'm saying? My computer trying to restart. Oh my god, man. So we have to learn to dial it back because even I have a habit. I have a habit not even just with that. I have a habit of getting annoyed quickly. Like I get annoyed real fast, real fast, and you can see it. I'm like, oh, she's annoyed. Yeah, I can. Oh, so bad. But yo, it's about to be midnight. Let me hurry the fuck up. Oh my god, I gotta get some sleep, man. Okay, told y'all I wasn't gonna be on here too long. I can't be fucking with y'all. It's 40 minutes. Oh my. So anyway, but yeah, I have a habit of when somebody asks a question that they don't know, I have a habit of being like, you don't know that? Oh my gosh. And I get annoyed. I'm like, you should know this. But I'm like, I have to remember, oh, they don't know that. So but yeah, like we have to learn to dial it back. Now again, if it's somebody, you can read somebody's energy, be like, oh, they truly don't know, but girl, let me educate you. But if it's somebody like, I don't know, Donald Trump, then cuss them out. I'm not, but don't even pay them any attention. Just ignore the shit. But it's all about where you're gonna put your energy. And another thing, bro, can we have got to stop as a member of the LGBT community. We have got to stop getting mad when people don't know the full alphabet, the full alphabet for the bro. It's LGBTQIATUV. Like, bro, we gotta stop getting mad. You know why? Because there's a new letter every single day. Because before it was just LGBT, right? Which is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, right? But then they added the Q, which I'm being honest with y'all, half of us don't even know what the Q stand for. None of us know. We don't know if it stands for queer or it stands for questioning. We don't know. None of us like, because I promise you, like y'all don't know this, but I promise y'all, we'll be fighting amongst ourselves. Is questioning or queer? I'm on the end of I don't know. Probably both. I don't know, but it's either questioning or queer. And then they added the letters, the I, which is for like intersexual, which I'm like, bro, there's transgender and then there's like intersexual, which I'm still trying to, and bro, what? And then you got the asexuals, and then you got the pansexuals, which pansexuals is more so like, cause see, I'm bisexual. So bisexual is like men and women. Pansexual, they like everybody. Like I don't care if you male, female, trans, or what. I like it. You like it, I love it. Right? And at one point I used to think that I was pan, but I'm like, no. No, I'm bi, okay? I'm bi. Hi bi, okay? By myself. I saw that. Like, how is it you how are you by? No, it's like how are you by you by yourself? I'm like, y'all can get out of here with that. Okay? But yeah, like I said, normally I don't do politics because it's a lot of ish going on in this world. And I try to come on here and, play Sims and all the good stuff. Which YouTube over here, not Twitch, YouTube over here. Y'all are getting Sims, okay? Like tomorrow, y'all are getting a edited version of Sims, okay? So make sure y'all look out for that. And I am also putting together my new intro and the outro. So I'm ready for that. And then what else is there that I want to talk about? That's really it, because like I said, bro, mama got shit to do. So with all that being said, it was fun. I probably might do like politicking probably once a month or so, just to come in here and be like, hey, what's up, y'all? Let's talk about some stuff that's bothering me. And we'll keep it cute for the remainder of the month. So with that being said, I will see y'all later. Bye.